So for me, Formula Ford is probably one of the most pure forms of racing there is, and it's, clearly a place where we've seen a lot of young talent come through, and the young talent shine, and those guys go on to progress.
Mick Ritter, tell us how your Formula Ford story started.
As a young guy still karting at the time, I first got involved in Formula Ford with Russell Ingall and Bobby Smith through our karting association in 1989. Just basically at the time going along as a young bloke, giving Bobby a hand on the car.
So tell us about the Sonic story then. It's become the most recognisable brand in Formula Ford racing. I guess probably, it is the number one junior team in the country. How did it all start? How did it all come together?
A couple of years after I came back from the UK, I got approached by Will and Alex Davison's father, Richard, to look after Alex at the time. And that effectively transpired not long after, maybe 3 months after that, into Richard and I starting Sonic together.
Could you ever have imagined back then that it would become the name that it is in Australian motorsport?
Nah, look, not at all, and that, I guess, was never the plan, It was always about just trying to win races. At that point, we were focused on, at that point, just Alex alone, and then it grew to 2 cars, and then, in subsequent years it continued to grow, so it was, it seemed, I suppose, just a natural progression. That's the way it went.
You've got a reputation as being able to really mould young drivers and turn them in, sort of set them up for their professional careers. What is it? What's the secret to going about doing that?
I don't know that it's a secret. It's, if that's something that perhaps we've been better at than others, I'm not sure. We've had a lot of very good talent come through our team, and that's clearly a big part, or perhaps the biggest part, but the ability to mould them and teach them and help them grow as people and drivers, I feel is something that our team is particularly good at.
You've become involved in other categories along the way, running Porsches and running development series cars, but you've always stuck with Formula Ford. What is it about that category that keeps you involved?
Look, I think for us, we've always wanted to bring guys into the team from karting at, core Formula Ford level, and then take them as far as we can. So for us, I guess, for me particularly, to see the career progression of a lot of our drivers, when they go on to bigger and better things, both in this country in supercars or in other parts of the world in open wheels or GT type racing, it's probably the most fulfilling part of what we do.